Well, I think from the Omnicom perspective, we've been focused on the consumer screen and how the consumers are engaging with media for as a best practice for a long period of time. And the reality is consumers are watching TVs and engaging with their mobile phones simultaneously, as they're engaging with our ad experiences. And the way we choose to manage that or support that from a planning perspective is by emphasizing holistic campaign planning and holistic campaign measurement so that we can understand ad exposures at the household level from a planning and measurement perspective. And we're understanding how those different device interactions are supporting each other in terms of ad effectiveness. So all of that factors into, mobile data, TV data coming together to derive insights and make those better planning decisions and measurement decisions. Quite simply, the use case for mobile data is to have more effective plans because we need to understand mobile ad exposure in the home to truly understand influence of the advertising campaign and influence of the different screens on how the consumer is ultimately going to engage with that campaign and behave and hopefully drive sales for all of our clients. So that's really the advantage of having that perspective of having mobile data and having the right TV data, which has been a big emphasis for us to be able to make those correlations and to better plan media around that key reality that consumers are engaging with all of those screens simultaneously in their living rooms these days.
So there's so many signals. What are the challenges for you as a media planner, buyer to harmonize those signals to make things work? And there's vendors who are doing that. I'm sure the agencies are innovating. How do you make the best to optimize all these signals in the house?
Well, the good news for Omnicom is that we focus on the fundamentals and we do it really, really well. So we focus on the ad exposure data at the household level so that we can understand who's seeing these impressions with a high degree of confidence for measurement. And then we're able to take those insights and make better planning and buying decisions. So simply put, this is very difficult to execute because step one is obviously gaining access to all of the necessary data sets and maintaining the accuracy of those data sets over time so that you continue to make the best decisions from a campaign planning and execution perspective. Well, I'm very optimistic about all of the innovation happening in the industry right now. And certainly there's a ton of venture money coming into the industry to enable that innovation. So that's all very positive. I think there's a certain reality though, that signals will never be in perfect harmony. In fact, anyone who's ever dealt with data, and we know big data really, really well here, frequently you get conflicting signals. So the way we approach it is looking for a truth set, looking for data sets that confirm what we think to be happening or completely contradict it. And we look for the prevalence of that data to exist across signals and across all of the different data sets we're bringing together across screens. And that really becomes the source of truth. That's how we derive planning insights. That's how we derive measurement insights to act on behalf of our clients and make the best possible buying decisions out there. So that's really it. It's about really embracing the fact that signals will contradict, signals will be bad, and you have to have the right data infrastructure and approach and the flexibility to be able to address that and to be able to understand and separate signals that are noise from signals that are valuable.
Kelly, tell us what you're hearing from your clients in terms of their approach, changing how they're evaluating investing in television, and what they're looking for from you.
So this is the hottest topic and what my team is focused on in terms of client requests, which is obviously during the pandemic, viewership behaviors changed. They changed dramatically. We were prepared for these changes. We just expected to have them happen at a slower rate, but they really accelerated. And the good news for our clients is that, again, we were prepared for this to happen. And the key is to focus on that cross-screen consumer engagement and to enable planning insights across screens here for our clients and to really focus on those types of insights. So for us, that means focusing on total household viewership. looking at the different screens in a household. How are consumers engaging with those screens? And then making better planning decisions based on that. We have to understand the impact of second screen behavior in the living room. We have to understand all of those components in these signals to make these buying decisions. And again, that goes back to the fundamentals. You've got to start with the right data. You've got to clean that data. And you've got to make sure that you are 100% in compliance and doing everything that the consumer would want you to do to be respectful of that data use. And that's exactly what we're doing, what we'll continue to do, which is why I feel really good and we feel really good at Omnicom about the future of our cross-screen planning execution and how we're really going to move our clients into this new world. Because for those of us who've been around for a while, it's really the distribution technology that is changing and the way consumers are interacting with our ad exposures that are changing. But we're still focused on the core fundamental of getting our message out and making sure consumers are aware of what our advertisers have to offer so that we can be effective. And that's not going to change. We have to execute against that objective, and we need the right data and tool sets to do it. And that's exactly what we've gone out and invested in for years.